Okay, so welcome to...
Me neither.
Welcome to what is going to be a very interesting hot takes and versus video. Could be about 45 seconds long. Today we're going to discuss cursing in science fiction. Cursing is a part of our society. The majority of us do it. And when you have a science fiction show or movie or universe that reaches hundreds of millions of people, you need to find a way to convey conviction.
Oh, frack off.
Because sometimes people get heated in these series. Yeah. However, you can't really drop a whole bunch of F-bombs or you're going to lose your PG rating.
As much as some of us want, Star Wars will not be rated R.
Yeah, you're never going to hear Rey drop an F-bomb. It's just not going to happen. So I get the pleasure of starting us off because Kate Sackhoff, who played Bo-Katan and Starbucks, arguably one of my favorite characters in sci-fi period, she got to have two infamous curse words in two infamous universes. So I'm going to start us off with the word frack.
Oh, frack me.
Which we don't have to stretch to figure out what that means. And you hear her use this all the time, like, frack this, frack you.
You mother fracker.
What the frack is going on?
Let's go frack.
What?
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, mother...
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I'm like, I thought you were gonna drop the Pulp Fiction on me at that point. Because I said, what? I literally teed that up.
You teed it up and I forgot.
See, this is how hard it is to curse in science fiction because it literally doesn't even flow the same. Yeah. But I gotta tell you, Frak was amazing. And then she gets to Star Wars and what's it called?
Dank Farrik.
Dank Farrik.
Kind of sounds like someone who's related to a Dutch friend of mine. You know, Dank, cousin of Orville Farrik.
I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch.
I stepped in that poodoo, Dank Farrik.
Now, I'm trying to go back and forth with this, but I don't even know, like, what is that the equivalent of that we can say on YouTube?
I think it's...
Like, is it like, God damn it?
I think it's an expression of frustration or something like that. I equate it to, the four-letter word for poop.
Interesting. So it's not like Samuel L. Jackson could go on a plane and say, I'm tired of these dank Farrik snakes on this dank Farrik plane. It's not that kind of curse.
It's more like, I've had enough of these mother frackin' snakes on this mother frackin' plane.
And you couldn't substitute that in with dank Farrik. No.
Mace Windu would have loved Frak.
Star Wars in general could have been
Can you
better
imagine
with
Mace
the word
Windu in the
Frak.
prequels just dropping Frak? Anakin, stay the Frak back. This is frackin' Jedi Master business.
Yeah. Yeah, or better yet, like the prequels when Padme jumps on the back of Anakin in number 2 and he's like, hang the frack on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride or something like that. Yeah, that would have been way
Padme,
better.
if we get out of this, we're going back to your lake house and we're gonna frack. There you go. That's what I tried to mean earlier.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how could anyone defend Dank Farrik?
When I first heard Dank Farrik, I thought they were talking about a character's name. I literally went on Google after that episode. I heard it and looked, who's Dank Farrik in canon? Did they bring someone into canon from the EU? And no, wasn't a person.
There's no Dank.
There's no Danks out there. Sounded like a Star Wars name. You never know.
It really did.
Yeah.
I feel like Dank Farrik could have been like a Chewbacca on someone else's ship. Like that first mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Lando Calrissian has Dank Farrik in the right seat.
Hey, punch in the coordinates on the Nava computer.
Dank, hit light speed. Like it just. Yeah. But I think that's a trick, and obviously when these guys are writing these stories, that there has to be a way to convey something where you as the viewer know that they mean business.
Yeah.
You fracked up, pal.
They have to do it in a sense where they're not going to get hit with a whole bunch of different ratings, right?
Yeah. So in saying that, how do you feel about the made up curse word, for example? Like when you when I convinced you to watch Battlestar and you first heard Frak come out of their mouth, were you like, what did he just say?
I knew I knew exactly where they were going with it.
Yeah. Did you like it though, or do you like
Loved
this is
it.
corny and then you got into it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it because, again, I realized that you need something without dropping a whole bunch of F-bombs. I think we become, not that I want to go on too much of a tangent, but I think we become really desensitized to it because, you know, a lot of us have Crave, a lot of us have HBO, and there's no punches pulled if you've watched the Dexters of the world or the Game of Thrones, or I'm watching Warrior right now on Crave, which is really good, but like, you have to be a grown adult to watch these series.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually very important to preserve a show that doesn't have the F-bomb in it, that doesn't have a whole bunch of cursing. That's something that you can sit down with. How old's Cole now, your son?
4.
Like something you can sit down with a 4-year-old and watch and enjoy because it's exciting without having someone come on, you know, blast somebody away, drop an F-bomb, and you're like, oh, I really want my kid to hear that. Because it's Call a Duck a Duck, man. There are too many good shows out there that are so liberal with
they're not
words
accessible
that,
to and that's your point. Like, you know, on screen, 2 of my favorite shows ever, if they were dropping F-bombs, I wouldn't be able to watch it with my kid till he was a teenager.
32.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how old I was when I first watched the first Bad Boys. That was the first eye-opener one for me.
Really? Bad Boys?
Yeah. You know how many times they dropped the F-bomb in that movie?
A lot.
Always got to get the big, thick mother.
I watch Bad Boys a fair amount. I would like to tell you, but I'm much older than you, so I'm afraid to drop where my
that was the one where my parents like fully just let the cat out of the bag and said, oh, he's already made it for the first 10 minutes, might as well
just let him have it. It's that Porsche scene. There's 2 nuts and it is fair enough. So anything?
No, that's
guys,
that's
thoughts?
It.
What's your thought on? Tell you what. Can somebody please give me a rational argument on behalf of Dank Farrik? And I don't mean your cousin from Switzerland, Dank Farrik. That's a totally different guy. I mean the term Dank Farrik. I would love to see a made-up verse where Dank Farrik seems effective.
Yeah, put in some context and tell us why you
Dank
might
Farrik,
enjoy that
I don't
more.
know where I parked my light cruiser.
Yeah, like, I'll give you this. Frak might be too close to obviously the word that it might seem like it was an easy way out, and Dank Farrik maybe is more creative, but definitely doesn't flow off the tongue like that.
Not like Frak. Like when someone drops a Frak, you know exactly what's going on. And it's funny because before I watched Battlestar, I've heard people drop Frak.
My dad still says it to this day.
And I'm like, man, that sounds good, but what is that from? Of course, now, obviously, I know, but yeah, it's wild. Well, guys, please drop it in. I would love to see if you can show me a phrase where you can drop a Dank Farrik in there and convince me that it's fueled with passion.
Yeah.
Maybe Favreau and Filoni can make up a new swear word.
Yeah, maybe.
I would love to see that. And the 1 in a million chance that anyone important is watching this, can you drop a new fake swear word?
I'd love to like get some new merch with the new fake swear word on it. I'm not gonna buy a Dank Farrik shirt.
I'm not.
No.
Not. I feel like I'm gonna get wedgied.
Yeah.
And Kate Sackhoff has to drop it as Bo-Katan. Like, I want to hear her drop the new curse word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we ready to frack and wrap this up?
You know what? I'm Dank Farrik, sick and tired of it. This is Dank and Frak signing off.
Thank you for enduring this video.
I'm gonna have another drink.
Yeah. All right.
Be good.
Samuel's just the king of fracks.
He is the king of fracks.
Mace Windu would have loved
Mace
Frak.
Windu would have loved Frak a lot better than Dink Jarhead or whatever the other one is. I don't know what it is. I literally don't even know what it is.